G'day, this is Simon from the Xplane 10 blog from Australia. It's down here, it's Wednesday, 26th of October 2011. So isn't life amazing? 2011, time flies quick. And here we are with, I thought I'd do a quick demo of the, or a quick forensic analysis, sorry, of the latest Xplane 10 video preview in this day and age. So here I am holding my, well, it's going to be my wife's brand new iPhone 4S with some pretty impressive 1080p video recording facilities. So that's it there. I'm not showing me, this is my computer setup. Coffee handy, bits of paper, scrap bits of paper everywhere. That's the way I live. Anyway, so I thought I'd do this because the video is fantastic. I think it's a really good sign of things to come. But I've just noticed some really good features to show you guys. If you haven't already noticed. So this is the very start of the video, paused in mode. Just little things like look at the curbside, beautiful texturing along here, no doubt done by Tom possibly. The colouring. So these are obviously auto gen houses, and just look at the way that the hillside banks up, and the houses are just banked up behind each other. I don't think people have picked up already, although this video hasn't been out that long, but I'm just gobsmacked by how natural the buildings look, and this plausible nature that Austin's talked about is really coming to the fore now. Street sign on the left, street signs which you'll see later are very well detailed, and there you've just got the barrier here for the cars. Look at even that's just, and this is auto-gen. This is just, I reckon, it's ridiculous the amount of detail we're getting now in auto-gen. So, Kurt banking around, more details I've noticed here. Houses, see the shadows, so this is real-time shading. So there's a shadow coming through here. They'll probably correct me, but I think Tom Kohler's done a lot of the construction work of the houses. I think he's an architect, and you can see that coming through. Some really nice, varied buildings coming through, or houses. Well, these are just houses along here. So just bear with me while I'm just driving and filming. Yeah, I've just already noticed someone on the forums talking about the natural colours that they're getting in the auto-gen. It's probably a little bit gaudy there, but it's also through the video. It's much redder on the video than the PC screen. Streetscape again, so sloping street down here, tree nicely placed on the corner. I've flown FSX quite a lot lately, and I'll be telling you what I really think of it, which you can probably guess if you look at the number of posts that I'm making on our alternate XSim reviews site compared to Xplane 10 blog. In other words, I'm not flying FSX a lot lately, but in FSX you never see terrain like this, ever. I don't care what you say. If you can show it to me, go for it. But even in this first few seconds of the scene, you're looking at beautiful undulating terrain where you could just imagine almost people living there, walking around, driving their cars. Oh, whoops, maybe they'll do that one day. Here's another stunner. So you've got the, frankly, the roads. The roads are pretty well amazing. So you've got this overpass here coming along, then moving down onto the level terrain further on, and then they've got another highway below here with what looks like an extremely dangerous pedestrian crossing, possibly. I don't know. It still looks very nice, and I think it's all done using OpenStreetMap. So certainly in America and Europe you're going to have some very good looking roads and scenery here. So this just spins me out. There's another overpass here joining in. There's no crappy joins or anything. They all look, perfectly. They're smart enough to know that an intersection's an intersection. You're not going to have a dead end. Moving along here to some very lowly priced houses, I'm sure. Sound like a real estate agent. You'll have a good bargain living along here, I would say. Street lights, which can you imagine if when we've got the dynamic lighting going, can you imagine what this will look like? I'm sure they'll show us that soon. And then along here, bear with me while we skip along a bit. Oh yeah, this scene I like. Look at this street down here. So you just got this nondescript little side street, which you can actually, you know, look down and see a beautiful, varied range of houses and structures. That's what I thought I'd do. I would pace through this video in pause mode to see if I would notice anything, and I've noted, sorry for swearing, but a shitload of stuff. You know, look, you know, this is the some signs here. I don't think we can see it from this angle at all, but I think I've certainly seen detailed signs. Here we are here. Yeah, so you've got your signs indicating turn right there, and I think they're pretty well consistent. It's just, as ever with a lot of the work that Lemonade does and their talented developers, I don't think people appreciate what they're achieving. From the planes, this is Javia's 747 coming through. I'll show you the spot that I actually really thought, I think it's almost like a historic moment. This scene here I think is pretty well historic. I'll just play it. But this is in a flight sim. You're seeing a plane passing over beautifully varied buildings, cityscape. Look at that scene there. That would be straight. That would almost be real footage. There, around about here, it looks almost real. That is plausible. So yes, Austin, you were right. I think you're doing really well. Yeah, people have gone on about the camera work. Yeah, I know it's bad, but look, this is just a quick demo, guys. Just give them a break. Like, and I think you've all seen the the belly flop from the 747. So someone actually picked up that the wing flex is very good, but it actually hits the tarmac as it goes through. Boink, 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 boink. Watch that all day. Yeah. I'll just press it play. Yeah. There's a stop sign there. So all the signs are nicely textured there. So they've got a couple of really good artists, including Javia and Tom, who I think they've been working their bottoms off, and you can see it starting to come to fruition there, where every little detail is very realistic looking. Look at the, you know, the wear marks on the concrete. So I think that's enough of the forensic investigation of this video. So now they'll even be more nervous about what they post, I'm sure. Oh, there's the other thing someone noticed, and I noticed that when I first come through, is watch the shadow of the aircraft as it goes through crosses the road. You're right, I think. You're doing really well. Okay, that's enough of an experiment. Hope you enjoyed it. Fun times, hey? See you later. Bye.